Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive. Today, we're really digging into something special, the British and Irish Lions 2025 Tour. We've got this fantastic piece from Ben Kay, written right on the eve of that huge third test in Sydney. And it's not just about the scoreline, is it? It's the dynamics, the players, even the economics of it all.
Absolutely. It's a unique beast in world sport, the Lions Tour.
It really is. And look, if you want to stay ahead of the curve on all things rugby, get insights maybe you won't find elsewhere, make sure you hit subscribe for Rugby Obsession right now.
Definitely worth doing.
Our plan today: cut through the noise, pull out the key bits from Kay's analysis, and maybe share a few things that'll make you think. Sound good?
Let's get into it.
Okay, so Kay kicks off with this interesting vibe check from Sydney. He mentions an end-of-party feel as the tour winds down.
Yeah, which you'd expect, I suppose. Long tour.
Right, but then he immediately says the Lions brand itself is, quote, alive and kicking. He talks about that incredible sea of red, the fans.
Oh, the fans are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everywhere you see the footage, it's unbelievable dedication.
And it wasn't just the away support. He notes how warm the Aussie fans were, just like in New Zealand back in 2017, apparently. What's that tell you?
It tells you a lot about the respect for the Lions, I think, but also, let's be honest, the economics. Kay calls it an eye-watering economic boost.
Right, that's a huge factor.
It really is. We're not just talking about a few extra hotel rooms. This stuff apparently helps sustain these unions for years to come. Serious cash flowing into host cities.
So that explains why the locals are, as he puts it, so welcoming. It's not just rugby spirit.
It's smart business for the host unions, absolutely. They lobby hard for these tours for a reason. It's a win-win, you know?
Yeah.
Great sport, great for the coffers.
Makes sense. But Kay also talks about the other side, the intangible stuff, that intoxicating feeling of unity for the British and Irish fans.
Yeah, the camaraderie. He mentions people making friends for life. It becomes this proper bucket list thing to do.
And unlike some bucket list things, this one apparently always exceeds expectations.
Which is quite something. It reinforces its status, doesn't it? Alongside the World Cup, Kay calls it the biggest event in our sport, bar none, because it's just so different.
That uniqueness really is its power, isn't it? 4 nations coming together just for this short, intense period.
Exactly. It's rare, it's special, creates this buzz you just don't get anywhere else, like a pilgrimage.
And part of that buzz, maybe part of the drama, comes from moments like that clear-out controversy. Kay says the fuss was absolutely crazy.
Oh, it went wild, didn't it? You had Joe Schmidt weighing in, Morgan Turinui, even MPs making quips.
MPs, see, that's when you know it's cut through.
And, you know, Kay sort of leans into that no such thing as bad press idea.
Right.
Because, love it or hate it, that controversy put rugby union back in the national conversation in Australia.
Which is massive for them,
Yeah.
contextually.
Hugely. You've got to remember the landscape there. Rugby union fights for air against league and AFL. Sydney alone, 10 NRL teams, 2 AFL. Just the one more at his team in union.
Wow, yeah.
So getting that kind of media spotlight, even from a controversial call, is actually hugely important, especially with the World Cup coming there in 2027.
Yeah, so it's almost like accidental marketing, in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
A bit chaotic, but valuable profile raising.
Okay, let's shift from the media storm to the actual game, the third test.
Yeah.
Kay talks about a plethora of subplots. One really interesting one is referee psychology.
Ah, yes. The potential hangover from the second test controversy.
Exactly. He wonders if a ref, subconsciously, might hesitate on a borderline call like head-on-head contact, thinking, oh, I can't give this after what happened last week.
It's human nature, potentially. And that's where the really detailed prep comes in for the teams.
How so?
Well, elite teams don't just analyze the opposition. Kay stresses they prep on the refs all week.
Really studying their patterns.
Oh, yeah. Hours of footage. What do they ping for offside? How do they see the breakdown? Scrum resets, everything. It's about managing risk.
Like Andy Farrell's reported approach. Let's not give them an opportunity to ping us early on. Don't give them an easy out to balance the scales, so to speak.
Precisely. And then you've got the crowd factor. Kay anticipates a lively reception for Jack Morgan. Adds another layer.
Though, to be fair, Kay does say he thinks the ref, Andrea Piardi, actually got the big call spot on in that second test.
He does make that point, yeah. It wasn't necessarily a wrong call, just a hugely debated one.
Okay, so that's the officials. What about the teams? The Wallabies, how do they bounce back from that? Is there a danger they've, played their final already?
That's the classic question, isn't it? Can they hit that emotional peak again? Kay mentions France and New Zealand as a possible parallel huge performance one week. Couldn't back it up.
And losing Raw Valentini, who Kay says was unbelievable before going off, that's a massive blow.
Huge, even with Tupou back. And they absolutely need Skelton for more than 40 minutes this time. He made a difference.
Kay seems quite critical of their brittle confidence, their soft underbelly. He argues the loss wasn't really about the clear-out.
No, he points squarely at those 2 softish tries, conceded before halftime in the second test. Says that's the mark of a team that maybe lacks that grit and guile.
But then again, desperation. Could they come out all guns blazing, feeling robbed, wanting respect back?
That's the flip side. You can absolutely see that happening.
Yeah.
Pure emotion, backs against the wall, it could fuel them massively.
So what about the Lions then? Series 1, job done. Or is there a different pressure now?
Different challenge, definitely. Kay uses that Liverpool analogy, win the league early, does the intensity dip.
Right.
Players must be floating on air, he says, but it's straight back to hard graft. Plus there's that internal pressure, isn't there? They'll want the clean sweep, the 3-0.
Yeah, nobody wants to lose the last game of a winning series.
Exactly. But here's a fascinating thought Kay raises. Maybe with the series pressure off, could that freedom, that more familiarity now, actually allow them to unleash the best attacking version of themselves?
Ooh, that's interesting. Like take the handbrake off completely.
Potentially. Could be spectacular.
Tactically, though, the Wallabies have issues. Kay highlights their passive defense out wide, allowing the Lions to hoover up easy meters.
Yeah, you just can't afford that. He suggests that there has to be pragmatism from Australia. Their usual modus operandi simply hasn't worked against these Lions.
So what's the fix? More line speed.
That's the suggestion. Fly up in the outside channels, but of course there's a risk.
Finn Russell picking them off over the top.
Exactly. But Kay argues Russell's had so much time to hurt them anyway with the passive approach. It's a big call, though, changing your system drastically, especially with the box coming up next for them. Could unsettle things.
Definitely a gamble. Okay, let's talk individuals. As the tour wraps up, Kay singles out some players who've really cemented their legacy. Tadhg Furlong and Maro Itoje, 9 Lions tests each. That puts them in the pantheon of greats.
Incredible achievement. Furlong especially. Kay notes he was flagged as first name on your team sheet 18 months prior, had those injury worries pre-tour.
But pulled through, been a rock star.
And it's not just the obvious stuff, set piece, carrying, tackling, all top-notch. It's the little things.
Like what?
His appreciation of space. Kay highlights that delightful pullback pass that led to Tuipulotu's try. Most props just smash it up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Classy.
Shows real maturity in his game, just exceptional.
And Itoje, also 9 tests. Kay says he hits a level of performance that few peers can reach.
Consistently brilliant. Kay touches on the early criticism, the whinging, the spat with Skelton, but says he actually quite liked the niggle. Felt Itoje had a point.
Plays on the edge, for sure.
But his leadership's evolved too. Not just follow me, but increasingly more assertive. Kay calls him one of the greatest Lions of the modern era. Standout across 3 tours.
And he's only 27. Kay even floats the idea of him leading a 4th tour at 34.
Imagine, unprecedented in the modern game, surely.
Incredible longevity if he manages it. Now, Finn Russell. Kay makes a big call. Best fly half in the world right now.
High praise. He reckons Russell's earned his spot on that Mount Rushmore of recent Northern Hemisphere 10s alongside Sexton, Farrell, Bigger.
Took him a while to shake off that mercurial talent tag, didn't it?
It did. He was often pigeonholed. But Kay feels he's now the complete 10. Got that relaxed vibe, but produces clutch moments.
Like that kickoff into the corner. Audacious.
Totally. Kay says his brain is so quick, and the best thing is he can execute what he sees. Maybe focusing less on defense, more attack has helped, though he's still a bloody brave defender.
And one more massive shout-out, as Kay puts it, for Tom Curry. Those incredible plays.
That tackle on Swahili, Kay calls it series-defining. Sums up his huge engine, his bone-shuddering physicality.
And another bold prediction from Kay, Curry will go down as a Lions great, and he's only just turned 27.
It's a huge call, but you can see why he'd say it. The level he plays at is phenomenal. And
Right.
think about the competition.
Oh yeah, the depth in that back row is scary. Jack Morgan, Henry Pollock, his brother Ben Earl, Guy Pepper, Ted Hill.
Exactly. Kay thinks that competition will just drive Curry even harder. Reckons another 7 or 8 years at the top if his body holds up.
Remarkable potential. Okay, we've gone through a lot there. The tour's impact, the controversies, the tactics, the star players. We'd genuinely love to know what you think. What caught your ear in this deep dive? Do you buy the Tom Curry prediction? Is he already on track for greatness? Now's a great time, by the way, to hit subscribe to Rugby Obsession if you haven't already. Join the conversation. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, definitely keen to hear listener views. That Curry point about being a potential great at 27 actually sparked some interesting historical comparisons in the source material.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, someone pointed out that guys like Gareth Edwards, J.P.R. Williams, Barry John, Gerald Davies, absolute legends, right? They played their final Lions tests around that same age, 25 to 27.
Wow, that's young by today's standards.
It is. Contrast with pro-era guys like Keith Wood or Tom Smith, who finished their Lions careers around 29, makes you think about how we define longevity and greatness now.
That really does. So maybe the question for you listening is, what makes a Lions great? Is it sheer number of tours, or is it the impact you make, regardless of age? Something to chew on.
Definitely.
Right, let's wrap this up. It's been, as Kay says, an epic tour. Still one last chapter to go in Sydney, and who knows how that'll play out.
Always unpredictable, the Lions.
But the dynamics, the brilliance we've seen, the sheer passion, it just underlines why this is such a special event in sport. We hope this deep dive has given you a bit more flavor, a richer understanding of the whole Lions phenomena.
Hope you enjoyed it.
And please, don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession for more deep dives like this. Thank you so much for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we look forward to you listening to our next episode.